Aquarius, welcome to February 2014 and happy birthday. Now this is your time to shine. This is your month. The spotlight is on you and it's exciting. Now in February, Mercury the Messenger will go retrograde, and he starts out on February 6th retrograde in Pisces. And that has to do with your finances, it has to do with your resources. And then he backtracks into Aquarius on the 12th and will not be back in Pisces until March 17th. So you have about 5 weeks there of Mercury in your sign in February, March. And when Mercury is in our own sign, I find it really interesting because it's like the brain and the mouth will not line up. So you're thinking one thing, but then the mouth says something else. And, you know, if you go to my website, I have a tool for you, Navigating Mercury Retrograde, which can empower you during this time. There's certain things it's best to wait for, but I know life doesn't wait. And if you have to make decisions, you have to make decisions. And, you know, but if you can wait, the devil is in the details. It really is best to do that, because when Mercury is retrograde, it's like our brain is in subconscious mode. It's in a dreamy state, and we're not always clear. We think we might be clear, but we're not always clear. Or we think other people are clear, but they're not always clear. And so, you know, it takes 10 times to send that one email that could get done, you know, just once when Mercury's direct. So it's going to be interesting mastering communication with the god of communication in reverse and asleep on vacation on some island. And so you got to do what you got to do. Now, there's a giant full moon on Valentine's Day, and happy Valentine's Day, happy birthday, happy Valentine's Day. February is the month of love, and it's a Leo full moon, so the sun is in Aquarius at 26 degrees, Mercury is retrograde at 28 degrees, and they're opposing the moon in Leo at 26 degrees. So the moon is in Leo, Mercury and the sun are in Aquarius, and Saturn is T-squaring them. Saturn is squaring the moon and squaring the sun and Mercury. Now, Aquarius, before we discovered Uranus, Saturn was your traditional ruler. Saturn was the ancient ruler of Aquarius. So for some of you, you don't follow the typical Aquarian, you know, dye your hair purple, ring through the nose, you know, I'm an individual, I'm unique. You're more traditional, you're more Saturnian, you're more, you know, straight-laced, conservative. And so, you know, it's true that I've met and worked with many Aquarians that are not, you know, out there in a, you know, rebellious individual way. They're more Saturnian. They're more, you know, conservative in their approach to life, conservative in their relationships, and conservative with their money and things like that. Saturn is your ancient ruler, and Saturn is squaring the sun. Now, for many of you, you've been dealing with Saturn. And, you know, Saturn restricts, Saturn delays, Saturn limits. So if you have felt, and Saturn went into Scorpio in October 5th, 2012, and it's been in Scorpio last 3 months of 2012, all of 2013, and will be in Scorpio until December 23rd, 2014. So Saturn is testing you. Saturn is challenging you. Saturn is challenging your best laid plans. Saturn is challenging what you love and value. And I'm a Leo, I'm dealing with it too. So I'm not off the hook. And this is my moon and Saturn squaring it. So it's like you want to throw a big party, but then Saturn says, oh really? Who's going to pay for it? Okay. You want to celebrate? Okay. Well, when are you going to have the time to do that? You know? So I have great empathy. Now, Saturn squaring the sun is testing you on every level. Testing what you've been doing for the last 7 years, because Saturn moves in 7-year cycles. Every 7 years, Saturn either squares or opposes. Well, Saturn opposes, once every 28 years, but, and the Tauruses are having to deal with that. And that's harder than a square, if you can believe it. It really is. Saturn is squaring all the Leos and all the Aquarians, because Leo rules your 7th house of marriage and partnership. So you've got this giant full moon in the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, and Saturn in the area of your career squaring it. And so for many of you, you've been feeling really held back in your career, or the chickens have come home to roost. Any steps you've skipped to get where you are, now it's like, oh, okay. I'm thinking about those, there's this new gimmick out there where you can pay and have, Facebook fans or Twitter followers, or followers on YouTube, But I tell you, they get smart too. And Google got smart with all those people that were doing that with links, all these fake links. And then when we went into 2013, all of those websites that were based on fake links, they were out. And so it's like that. Like any steps we skip, when Saturn gets to the 10th, it's like, it catches up with you. So you're being tested in what you're doing. Now, if you are on track with what you're doing, if you are in your passion, if you are in your integrity, if you are who you say you are, then it's more of a trial, it's just more of a test that passes. And you're stronger for it. Because Saturn squares make you stronger. They make you wiser. They make you tough. They make you look at, okay, I got this Achilles over here. I got to heal that. I got to fix that so I can be all of me, so that I can have fame and fortune, so that I can have my dreams come true. So Saturn tests what's not strong. Saturn tests our foundation. Saturn tests, all of us, and all parts of your life. But for you, it's in February, it's about relationships, it's about who you are, it's about who you're with, and it's about your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. So if you are, in your integrity and you've got real numbers on Facebook and on YouTube, then Saturn's going to pass over it. Saturn's going to go, oh, you're doing your work. You're the real deal. Check. Promotion. You see? The promotion comes in and the advancement comes in. But if you're, one of these people that have been hiring this service to have fake numbers and fake followers, Saturn or Google is going to come in and figure it out, and they're going to do an algorithm that's going to take you out, because that's what they do. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that one unfolds. And this is a time for you to, not only celebrate yourself, celebrate your life, celebrate everything you've overcome in these past few years with Saturn in this area. Everything you have achieved and accomplished. This is the time for you to celebrate. Celebrate being you. Throw out all the modesty and celebrate what you are achieving and accomplishing. Now, the way out with this challenging Saturn T-square full moon, and again, you're not alone, all the Aquarians, Leos, Tauruses, and Scorpios are experiencing Saturn. When Saturn goes into Sagittarius on December 23rd, then it will be all the mutable signs. And you will get the reward, because Sagittarius sextiles Aquarius. And that brings opportunity, golden opportunities. Doesn't mean you can't get opportunity even when Saturn squares, but we have to pay our dues. We have to be who we really say we are. We have to show up and deliver the best and pass our tests with Saturn. Okay, Mars is in harmony with this full moon. Mars is trining all of your Aquarius. Mars is in Libra, your sister sign, trining, harmonious energy flow, pouring positive energy into you, into all of your Aquarian planets, or any planets you have in Leo. And it's sextiling Leo, it's trining Aquarius, so it's positive in both areas. So Mars is even closer to this full moon, this Leo full moon. And he's at 0 degrees. He's exactly at 26 degrees, and so is the sun at 26 degrees, and the moon is at 26 degrees. So there's this gorgeous aspect from Mars. So the way out is through Mars. And for you, it's your spirituality. For you, the way out is to get into higher consciousness, to look at what's true for you. Use your wisdom to advance you. Use your beliefs. Use your expansion of consciousness. So come up from the mundane and the day-to-day routines and responsibilities and duties, and go into your higher consciousness, and you will have epiphanies. You will have aha moments where you go, aha! So that's what I need to do. Okay, so that's where I can find relief. Okay, so that's the way I need to go. That's the path I need to take. Mars will direct you. Mars will show you the way. And this is how to manage the challenge of Saturn in your life. You see, because Saturn, if it hasn't crossed over, it's in the second chapter. It's at 23 degrees, and it's going to hang around there. It's not going to get to the third chapter until it goes direct late summer, fall. Well, it goes direct in July. Saturn's going retrograde March 2nd through July 20th. And so it's going to stay in that second chapter, this 20 degrees, it's at 23 degrees, and, get up to about 24 degrees, and then backtrack, to about, 17 degrees, 16 degrees, and then it's going to move back forward again, August through the end of the year. It's going to fly forward by the fall and then jump into Sagittarius. And then it's going to backtrack into Scorpio in 2015, but we'll deal with that later. So for those of you that have planets around those 23 degrees, 20 degrees, 18 degrees, Saturn's going to go back and forth 3 times over your Aquarian planets. And you've already been through it once, or you're in it now. Whatever you're experiencing right now, that's the lesson. Okay, so being careful in your ambition, being persevering in your ambition, and what you do in the world is what Saturn wants for you. And when you do it, the payoff comes, and the payoff is big, because it lines you up and it shores up your foundation. And when you're strong within self, you can achieve your goals, and you can have lasting success for years and decades to come. And the reward, like I said, will really come in Sagittarius for you. So, do what you need to do to strengthen yourself now, and the reward will come. And again, Mars is the way out, because Mars is in Libra, a sister sign to you, showing you put your energy into your spirituality, put your energy into your higher consciousness, put your energy into your education. For those of you that are in school, this is a wonderful time to be in school. For those of you that are teachers, focus on that. Focus on what you're teaching to the world. Or for those of you that are in e-commerce or marketing your services to the world through the internet, focus on that. Focus your energy there, and you will find great reward. You'll find like a release of energy. So if you're feeling blocked or delayed over here, don't sit there frustrated. Action speaks louder than suffering. Put the energy into your truth, your wisdom, your beliefs, your future vision, your spirituality, marketing your services to the world, educating yourself, teaching the world, and you will find advancement and reward. Then the Sun enters Pisces on February 18th, and that is, now the focus is on your money and your resources. And then on February 26th, the nodes are going to change direction. There's 2 points on the moon that are really important, the North Node and the South Node. The North Node represents the direction of life you need to go in, and the South Node represents where you've come from in the past lives. And the transiting North Node has been in Scorpio for the last 18 months, and now it's shifting to Libra and Aries on February 22nd, and will be in Libra and Aries for the next 18 months. This is very good for you, because Libra is a sister sign and it trines you. So this means your sun and any planets you have in Aquarius, your moon, your North Node, your ascendant, are all in harmonious energy flow with the North Node. Again, for you, the way out of any frustration could be more education, or starting an e-commerce business, or starting some business using the internet, over the next 18 months, you're going to really find that this is the place for you to expand by marketing yourself to the world, by networking with the world. And for those of you that are looking for a relationship, you could meet someone who lives at a distance from you, but you feel that soulmate connection. You feel that soul connection to the person. And this could be someone that's very good for you because the North Node is trining your sun. So it's like you can draw to you people that are very good to you. You can draw to you people that want to help you, people that are very beneficial for you. And that's awesome. This is really good. Now, abundant Jupiter in Cancer squares off with your ruling planet Uranus on February 25th. Uranus, Jupiter are my favorite aspects. I don't even care if they're squaring. Magic happens when those two get together. The challenge is it can come in and go out so fast. Like you could have this brilliant epiphany, but you forgot to write it down. So, but this is good for you. So this is has to do with your mind, how you think and communicate, and your work habits, your health routine, your lifestyle, your service to the world, because Cancer rules your service to the world and your health habits and your work habits. And Jupiter is in Cancer. And so on the 25th, you could come up with some really good strategies for what you want to do, say creating a new business, or you want to go to school overseas, or you want to travel abroad, something that you're dreaming about, something that you're cooking up. Uranus and Jupiter are lining up together, and this is very good for you. Creative thinking strategies for your work and improving your health, improving your lifestyle is coming in for you in February. And then Mercury goes direct on the 28th. Yahoo! Communication gets back on track, and it's in your sign. Again, more epiphanies coming in for you at the end of the month, more insights and breakthroughs. And then we have the Pisces new moon on February 28th and March 1st, depending on where you live on the planet. I love this new moon. It's like your new moon. You had a great new moon January 30th. And this is another great new moon. So this is a wonderful way we're ending February. And this new moon, we have the sun and the moon coupled in Pisces at 11 degrees Pisces, and Jupiter is trining the new moon at 11 degrees Cancer. So this can be an increase of money for you. This is a money moon. When I look at this moon, I see money. I see wealth building, because Pluto is also in harmony with this moon. So there's something that you're working on behind the scenes that can come into fruition here in your birthday year. And that is your birthday, happening whether it's late January or February till your birthday of 2015. And if you go to my website, Solar Return Charts, you can read all about how important your birthday is. It's the most sacred day of the year. It's when all of cosmos comes and blesses you with the new energy for the year and gives you your gifts for the year. And it's a very sacred day. It's your new year. Your birthday is your most sacred day of the year. And it's a really important time. And so this moon is bringing you money. It's bringing you money in 2014 because Pluto is in harmony with it, and Pluto represents massive amounts of money. Plutonians, big money, huge money. Jupiter represents abundance and wealth, and they are both harmonizing with this new moon. And so, whatever ideas you have about making money, using your talents, gifts, and abilities, using your inner resources, your outer resources, and leveraging them through your day-to-day work habits, your day-to-day routines, the job that you have right now, or the company you are thinking about starting, the e-commerce or the education, whatever it is, there's money there for you. And this is an awesome new moon, and it's in your money house. And you're not going to get another moon like this until 2015. So what a great energy that the universe is bestowing on you. And it's all about powerful empowerment for you, because Pluto is in the area of behind the scenes, but it's in harmony with the moon. So it's like The more you tap into your meditation, the more you tap into your dreams, the more you tap into your quiet time, you will get creative insights that will empower you to take action and create this new level of income for yourself, this new level of wealth for yourself. And this is on all of 2014. It's not just at the end of the month in March I'm talking about. This is your new moon for money in 2014. So when we look at it, February is your time to shine. The spotlight is on you. Yes, Saturn is there testing things. Saturn is testing your energy level. Saturn is testing your will. Do you have what it takes to be successful? Saturn is testing your plans. Are they real or are they fantasy? But if you pass the test with Saturn, it makes you so powerful and strong, nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in your way, Aquarius. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate what you've overcome with Saturn and Scorpio. Celebrate every accomplishment you've made. Celebrate being you. You will have aha moments here in February where you have these brilliant breakthroughs of, okay, this is the path I need to take. This is the road I need to go on. Love, the full moon lights up love, but, Saturn is testing it. So, you have to look at, is this the right relationship for me? Is this the right partnership for me? Is this the right business partnership for me? Saturn wants you to evaluate that. And how do you know? It's balanced in giving and receiving. If you're doing all the work in the relationship, it's not the right relationship. You have to receive from the husband or the wife. You have to receive from the business partner. You have to receive from the other person. If you're doing all the work, it's karmic. It's a drain. It's a lesson of really empowering yourself and empowering your self-love. Money looks good for you. Money looks good for you in 2014. I really like what I'm seeing here with Jupiter in harmony with this moon in your money house, as well as Jupiter increasing your health, well-being, and vitality. Jupiter is empowering you for good health in 2014 until it gets to Leo, and that's when relationships are going to start to come online for you, and that will happen in July onward, end of July, August onward. Spirituality is growing leaps and bounds with you. The more you focus on the fact that you are a great spiritual being having a human experience, you will experience your connection to Source even more so, even greater, that you recognize, I am the spiritual being and I am the master of my destiny. I create through my thoughts, my words, my actions, my feelings. You take control of your life. You take charge of your life and you put your energy on what's working, on what there is to celebrate, and you let go of the negative. Let go of the negative. Don't give it energy. The more energy we give to the negative, the bigger it becomes. Why make it bigger? We know it's there. We know the shadow is there. You don't want to focus on the shadow. You want to focus on the light of your mighty I am presence. So throw out the modesty and celebrate your success. Celebrate your brilliance. Celebrate being you. Watch that spirituality expand, grow, and take you into a new life path destiny. Take you up, advance you. And, even though I said, relationships will be more of a focus, when Jupiter enters Leo, that doesn't mean it can't happen now. I'm just saying I'm not seeing it in February. It's going on in February, but Saturn's there. And so Saturn delays what we want. Because Saturn, for a reason, there's a reason. And when Mercury's retrograde, especially in our own sign, you can't meet anybody new because the planet is in reverse. You can meet someone from your past. Someone from your past can come back in. You can dance with again. But again, I'm not the authority of your life. You are. I am the messenger. I'm the conduit. I'm the catalyst. I'm giving to you what I see and what I intuitively read. But you are the authority of your life. And love can happen anytime, anywhere, if we're ready for it. Those of you that are already coupled, you know, the Leo full moon, you're going to be looking at your relationship and looking at, you know, how is this working for me? Are we balanced together? Do you empower me? Do I empower you? Are we right for each other? And that's important to do. It is important to be conscious and aware of what we're doing with each other, because that's how we create the life we truly desire. So happy birthday, Aquarius! Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your solar return charts or your transits in 2014, or you're interested in coaching, those links are below. And until next time, for all you divine lovers, you beautiful lovers of love, twin flames and soulmates, this is for you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Da 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 da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you.